Hey besties, we're back in Paralives today. So for today, I'm trying to do something fun, a Mediterranean tiny home. And I wanted to walk you through my whole design process while we build it together. Think of this as a chill interior design chat while I try to make this little house feel like it belongs somewhere between Italy and Greece. Today, I wanted to try something with a little bit more soul. I'll pop up an inspo pic in the corner so you can see what I'm actually going for. Think Italy, the south of France, Greece, all of those coastal places where the walls look sun-baked and the colors feel warm and grounded. Everything looks like it's been loved for decades, and honestly, I think that's my favorite part of Mediterranean design. It's about the character, it's about the home that feels like it's been through generations. With that in mind, I wanted to use some of those warm Mediterranean colors to shine. So later on, I used orange as the roof, and in the interior, I tried to use greens, terracotta reds, and tiny pops of blue and yellow to brighten things out, as well as leaning into more of the natural materials like stone, wood, clay, plaster, all of that. Anything that feels handcrafted or a little imperfect always works. So for when I'm choosing a style, I always start with something that sparks something in my brain. It can be a picture, a color, a weird chair, literally anything. And I try not to let the algorithm trap me into one aesthetic. So what I mean by this is if you click too many of the same style, suddenly that's all you see. So sometimes I look at things that aren't the style at all. This could be Scandinavian kitchens, Japanese entryways, different color palette, or literally anything just to reset my brain. That way, when you come back to your build, you can look at it with fresh eyes and maybe try something a little new. For the floor plan, I think people overthink this part way too much. You don't need to reinvent architecture. Just pick a style and mimic the proportions, or use the custom rug trick that everyone's been doing, where you just pick a rug, change it, scale it to a bathtub, because for some reason, the tubs in this game are absolutely massive. So for this home, I think that Mediterranean homes are usually super cozy. Like you walk in and instantly you feel hugged by the space. Nothing too huge or echoey. It's usually just warm little corners everywhere. For this build, I imagined a tiny home for one para, someone who loves natural light, cozy spaces, and efficiency. The living area and kitchen are intentionally compact, though if I did have more space, I'd definitely add a half bath downstairs, but this floor print said no, so the bathroom ended up being connected to the bedroom, and I honestly think it still works. I always start with the kitchen and living room because that's where repair actually exists. Speaking of, earlier I was talking about colors. This is where I try to lean into those warm colors. I think it gives the space that rustic sun-kissed feel. Also, this is where I start layering. Even without real variation of textures, you can fake it with color variation or flutter and mixed shapes. You're going to see me bouncing between the living room and kitchen like I have 12 tabs open in my brain, because I do, and I get sidetracked a lot. Also, here are some of the inspo pics for you. They're super pretty, and I think it would look really well in this build. Last time I built on this game, I was still in my Sims Spring mode where you buy counters individually. Then I saw people sliding counters in Paralives, and I swear I ascended. It's truly life-changing and way less tedious. Though for objects, I wish there was a mod that lets you place items on a grid, because trying to center lights or chairs is absolutely annoying. Honestly, for the kitchen, I wanted an island so badly. I also wanted to put the sink in the middle, but it kept slotting to the left and right and not centered. So we're coping, it's fine, it's cute, we'll move on. For clutter, I wanted to hang plants everywhere and terracotta pots in different colors. They fill the space and bring so much more life into the kitchen. For this para, I definitely don't want a TV in the living room. I think they are outdoorsy, plant obsessed, probably talk to the basil like it's a roommate. With that in mind, I wanted a small living room where multiple parents can sit down and talk, as well as it to feel calm, earthy, and absolutely full of greenery. I also added a ton of pillows for more color and this red oriental style rug that ties everything together and adds more texture that we definitely needed. The landing area is super tiny, so I squeezed in a little storage box. If it's something, maybe shoes, who knows. The bedroom was feeling way too long, like bowling alley style long. so I shortened it and tucked the bathroom inside the room. Will the guests have to walk through your bedroom? Yes, but it's functional, so I'm counting that as a win. Since there was no TV downstairs, the computer needed a home, so the bedroom became the technology zone. I wanted the bedroom to feel cozy and cluttered in a cute, intentional way, like it's an artist who sometimes cleans, with tons of books, plants, lamps, painting supplies, the whole vibe. What I've noticed is Mediterranean bedrooms are usually soft, warm, and layered. Nothing is ever too matchy-matchy. So I'm using different wood tones, adding textiles, and keeping everything slightly imperfect. I'm also adding pillows to the bed and a little bench with even more pillows just to fill the room and add extra seating. Now I know the bathroom is super tiny, like if you spin too fast, you're definitely gonna hit something, but I think tiny bathrooms are still adorable. I added Spanish tile for that Mediterranean charm and blue tile along the bath wall just to bring up more of that color and add more character to the bathroom. Privacy also matters, even in a tiny home. I think we're going to add a framed curtain around the bath, which I also tested and it does work. For the entrance to the bedroom, I didn't know what to put here, so I just went with a bookshelf and a mirror. For the exterior, I wanted it to be closer to the beach setting, which is why you may have seen the scenery change. I'm adding more plants, a little seating area, as well as a small plant bed near the front, using planters as the dirt, though the white barrier did bother me. So I decided to use a brick piece, which you can find in the roofing tabs. As this wall is white, I'm going to add some vines just to add more color to it and make it feel more lived in. Alright besties, that's our little Mediterranean tiny home. I had so much fun with this one. It's warm, cozy, textured, and honestly feels like a tiny sun-soaked getaway. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching. And as always, feel free to leave suggestions, styles you want to see, or chaos you want me to attempt next. I'll see you in the next build. Bye.